Hello, welcome Solex Nation. Did you catch our last week's announcements? We announced something pretty big about Punta Cana.
Yeah, two big announcements. The first one was Punta Cana.
Yes.
Punta Cana was basically that because so many were working one-on-one with their customers, their recruits, we extended by 1 month the opportunity to earn the trip to Punta Cana.
That's right.
Now the rules are the same. So if you missed that, the rules are the same. You have to have 3 months of a net increase of 15 or 20. One of those months must be
August.
Good job.
2023.
But now you can include September as a way of getting there. We already have many people that have already earned it.
Yes.
They're just going to hit August and then they're golden.
Yep.
And then the rest of you that are working on it, if you're newer here and you're just trying to make a run for it, it starts now. If you can hit July, August, September, you've got it. So that's a good one. That's a fun one.
It is. If you have any questions or trouble with figuring out what you need to do, give our customer support a call and they can help walk you through that. Now, you said we announced 2 things. We did announce 2 things. Let's talk about the loyalty program.
The loyalty program. Thank you for everybody who is just consistently loyal to the Solex products, right? And part of that is we started this month. In fact, we just sent out the emails. They're going out right now. If you qualified for the coupon that I'm going to talk about in a second, you should be getting that email right away.
That's right.
From April 1st through June 30th is our first session, or our first period of earning. And what is it? It's basically the loyalty program will give you a 30% coupon every 3 months. That is good for 30 days. And so the first set of coupons are going out right now.
That's right. What do you have to do, though, to be qualified?
Great question. In order to earn the coupon, you must have an auto ship or subscription processed each month. It doesn't mean just going in your back office and placing an order.
Right.
It must be the auto ship or the subscription order processing successfully each of the 3 months. So if that has happened, then you will get the coupon. If that didn't happen, then you won't. But that doesn't mean that you've missed out. Let's say you missed April. Well, May, June, guess what? This month is July.
Yep.
That's the 3rd month.
You'll get it next month.
Next month, you'll get it.
That's right. So April, anyone that had an auto ship process, April, May, and June are now receiving those 30% off coupons. And those are good for one item in the back office, excluding the subscription and, of course, Solex University.
Yes.
But I saw a lot of people saying, oh, I'm getting my Illuminator.
Yeah, and great. How do you redeem it? You call into customer service for this one.
Yes.
This one is you're going to get an email. It's going to say congratulations and what you've earned and what the period in which you earned it. And then you're going to be able to call into customer service during the available
30 days.
Period
yes.
of 30 days in order to redeem it. So
that's right. So that's exciting. Now we also announced our July incentive. We have a different incentive every month.
Yes, this one's an everybody wins.
This is an everyone wins.
We've done this before. We did it with gold. This one is with Bright, a product that I love. I actually love Bright. It feels it's very, I don't know what all the technical terms around it are. I love the ingredients in it. We'll talk about those in a second. But
you think it feels hydrating. That's
yes,
what you've told
very,
me.
very refreshing, right? I put it on, and it's the vitamin C,
hyaluronic acid,
and apple stem cell.
Yep.
Right, that's included. And it just comes in a great little box. If you've never seen it before, that's it. It's just as clear. And inside, if you look closely, there's a Cybin bead. A Cybin bead is associated with it, so we charge it with negative ions as well.
That's right. You know what? It's our favorite time of the month. It's when we get to announce the ranks that have broken the month before.
Yeah. So these are June's.
These are June's ranks.
And so let's show them first, and we'll talk about it.
All right. You know, that is no small feat to be on that list.
No, it requires, not like other rank advancements in other places, it requires 3 months of hitting that rank in order to actually advance and permanently place yourself at that rank. That is a great effort, consistent effort, and so it's so commendable for all of you that earned, in this case, bronze and silver as a recent.
Congratulations, that's a big deal. We're proud of you. Let's talk about Top Enrollers since we're on that vein.
Yes, this is for the week of July 3rd to July 9th. And guess what?
No ties.
No ties this time.
That's right.
But we do have in second place, Allie Robertson. Congratulations. Great hard work for this last week.
Yes, good job, Allie. And then our first place winner is going to get another Solex silver coin.
Another.
Yes.
Means that they've been on this list before.
She's been on this list before, and that goes to Chelsea Barlow.
Congratulations, Chelsea. Well done. Great, consistent, hard work.
We'll send that coin out to you tomorrow. All right, let's do our contest. Last week, we asked you to write in the comments on our YouTube channel, what is something that you're going to do in this new quarter? We're into quarter 3 now. What are you going to do? What are some goals that you have? And so we asked you to...
As you step into the new quarter,
As you step into the new quarter, because we're giving away insoles.
That's right. Negative ion insoles. We haven't done those in a while.
We haven't.
Yeah.
All right, so let me grab one. You already just mixed this really well.
I did.
Okay, I got one. This is... Okay, YouTube did something where they changed, you used to have your name there and now it just has a tag on it. So we might need to have you guys start putting your names when you give us a comment. So I'm not sure who this is. Solex AO Scan affiliate. I have too many of them to count, but probably on the top of that list is to bring on a large group of doctors from a distant country I've been working with for the last year. They have amazing intentions.
Wow.
Wonderful.
That's a really good goal for a quarter.
Yeah.
All right. Here's another kind of one-liner here. Talena Taff. I can get that out of Talena Taff 621. My goal is to open new channels of conversation with people about AO scan and how beneficial the frequencies are. I love that. I love the goal of new channels. So this makes me think of the last day of discovery and talking about Paul Revere. Paul Revere and how one of that was all about networking. And one of the keys to that was Paul Revere was so effective in communicating so quickly because he had different channels of groups that he associated with that were really good at sharing information. So, Talena, that is just a wonderful idea if you're trying to get the frequency message out. That's right.
And you know, it seems like we kind of get stuck in a rut of talking to the same people, right? Always on your social media, you're saying it to the same group.
Yeah,
they keep hearing it over and over. So I love that you're trying to find a different channel, new people, new meat, fresh meat, right?
And I love that because it doesn't matter. It's just getting involved in something new, whether it's volunteering, serving, whatever it might be. There's so many ways to connect with new people.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes. You could be at the grocery store and talking to the person checking you out.
Yeah.
All right. This is, I think it's Anne-Marie Battis. I am looking forward to enrolling several QLAs and helping them get started helping others. Great
wonderful.
goal.
Wonderful.
We love
I love
to hear it. Thanks to all of you who commented this week on what your goals are for this quarter. And we look forward to checking back with you and seeing what happens at the end of this 3 months. All right, now we are going to turn the time over to Kai and to Jake and to Tammy Ward.
Kai, I want to bring it back to what I have seen as the 3 principles of hydration. Right. We just that was excellent, knowing kind of what water can do inside of us as hydrophilic beings. I don't know if that's quite a right way to say it. I've never seen it written that way, and so we all know that, maybe we can call it the first principle, right? Drinking water. Absorption gets to the cellular level to produce energy. Eating water.
Yes.
Right. Hydrating greens and fruits. And this is kind of as opposed to those salt-heavy processed foods that seem to be
raw,
everywhere.
Eat something and it's raw, that's going to give you a lot of water.
Fresh.
That was raw. A book, Quench.
Yes.
They did a great job throughout that book teaching about how to get water into your system.
Yep, through food, and they have a full smoothie plan.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in that, they've got great ingredients and recipes for that. And then they said there's a third principle to this. And I won't say this is as groundbreaking as there's a 4th phase of water, right? But there's a third principle to hydration, and that's movement. And so that's actually delivering the hydration to all of the parts of the body. Is you need movement, this idea of movement. And one of those water delivery systems in our body is the fascia. And from what I gather, this is somewhat of a new discovery in maybe the past 20 years or so, that they've actually been able to see what the fascia is. Because they described that when students would cut open bodies for school and the bodies were dried out, The fascia was dried out and it was just disregarded.
Yep.
But now it's been seen as they coined the term one of the deepest anatomical mysteries. Now that already piqued my interest there. And so to access this fascia, they say that it is the largest system in your body, in that it covers everything in your body. It covers your muscles, your brain, your tissues. It's almost like a gel water substance with collagen. Mm-hmm. And what it's absolutely just incredible to learn about, because again, going back, it's something that you can further do to influence the hydration in your body. So Dr. Schleip, he runs a research group in Germany, and he wrote the book Fascial Fitness. And he says, he writes that the fascia is also populated with receptors and nerve endings. So why I bring that up is because I feel like the research that I've done maybe over the past year on trying to improve my health and well-being has been, okay, how am I going to prevent chronic disease and chronic illness? And why this is important to me is if the fascia has nerve endings and receptors, and they describe them as spatial receptors, they fire when the tissue stretches and moves, and your body can register where it's at in space. And so, in the Journal of Internal Medicine, and Dr. Attia, on his many amazing publications, studies, books, YouTube videos, he's made himself very accessible.
Yes,
which is absolutely incredible. These have talked about when you're over 50, and this is the Journal of Internal Medicine, talks about if you're over 50, 1 in 3 individuals dies within 12 months after a hip fracture. Whoa. And that only gets worse as you age. Dr. Attia's specific was if you're over 65 and you fall and you break your femur, you break your hip, then you have your 12-month mortality rate raises 15 to 30%. How important is that connection with the fascia, keeping it hydrated? Ingesting the water, but then moving that water throughout your fascia to not only, you want to saturate your whole body. You want those reactions with the exclusionary zone and receiving light for energy. But another facet of this is that spatial awareness. So you don't, and maybe this is rather narrow, right? But the numbers boggle my mind. Is 1 in 3 has a chance of dying after you fall after you're 50 years old. So the fascia, it requires hydration to do its job. And one way to do the fascia, they talk about twisting. They call them restorative twists. And so obviously when you do yoga, you do Tai Chi, Qigong, dancing, you can call those charge breaks. So it's not only moving the water, but all those chemical reactions and metabolic functions. You're charging your body. Yes, it's another way to charge the body. It's quite interesting. So they brought this term, and this was that from the book Quench. So Dr. Dana Cohen, she coined this term of let's become office athletes. And they say to activate this fascia, to reap all of the benefits of charging your body, of keeping your body aware in spatial awareness, that you need, even if you're going to the gym, even if you're very active, that you still need to supplement throughout the day with what they call micro movements. And so that's basically you going back to those small twists. So one example is, how often nowadays, I guess if we want to be safe drivers, we still want to, look behind us as we're backing out, even though we have that camera. Right. But how often, other than driving, backing out for the first time during the day in the morning, do we actually turn ourselves? And that was more of a self-assessment for me. Yeah. And they talk about these twists. You can twist your arms, you can twist your body. And again, Quench has this awesome program for, their micro movements throughout the day, because when we're in an office and well, so often we find ourselves in these extremely dehydrating environments, whether it's the air conditioning, if you fly planes a lot, you're getting extremely dehydrated. You're getting dried out. And even if we're trying to drink water and we're sitting all day, we're not moving, these micro movements help deliver that hydration. Hydration is just the first step. Drinking the water, eating the water is just the first step. But movement completes that hydration. It when you twist, it releases fresh fluids full of oxygen and nutrients. It's anti-inflammatory. You get that buildup of waste in your body, cellular waste. And so I saw a couple cool things about this. Where it's applied. Maybe are there certain regions of the world that of people that move more? Maybe that can influence their longevity. And I came across this, the blue zones. So basically the blue zones, there's 5 places.
Sounds sad.
I know. I actually don't know why it's blue zones. Maybe I missed something in the reading, but they call them blue zones. maybe those listening or watching.
Like orange zones or something.
Yeah, right? Or yellow. Yellow's happy too, right?
Yeah.
Orange, yeah. But essentially it's 5 places in the world where people live the longest.
Okay.
And Blue Zones has identified 9 commonalities.
Okay.
Now, I won't go through all 9, but the first one that it showed in this reading I did was movement. And so they found in their environment ways to move naturally. Constantly, being reminded or constantly being forced, maybe that's a bit strong of a word, but constantly nudging them into moving. Whether it's, I immediately thought of, okay, when I learned about this, I was like, okay, I'm going to go eat, because I eat on the couch quite a bit.
Yeah.
Just, maybe that's an adult thing. Maybe I'm rebelling against my parents, but I will purposely try to have half of my meal still over on the counter.
So you have to go get it.
So I have to get up and get it when I learn about this, right? It's forcing me to go up because I'm still hungry. And then it came up with Sanford Bennett, the man who turned young at 70.
Okay.
Interesting tagline. But essentially, he, from chronic illness, and this was a little hazy. It didn't go into a lot of the details on what caused him to be bedridden. But in his book that he wrote, Exercising in Bed, he wrote a whole book, and then he wrote his whole workout plan. What he did, essentially, he brought himself back.
So he did this by micro movements.
Essentially,
being somewhat of a invalid and having to use small movements to get bigger movements in order to be able to obviously get out of bed and live a more full life.
Yes, and all he did was just laying there and doing his twisting. Did twists, he constricted his muscles and then relaxed them. And he thinks the reason behind his chronic illnesses and why he was bedridden, he just was so broken down from a long career of probably heavy work. I mean, he lived in the 1800s.
Yeah.
He thought it was the accumulation of waste in his tissues. All of that cellular waste that built up over the years, him not doing those, restorative movements. Yeah. And once he started those, his life completely changed.
That's one of the things that I love in the scanner. The body system scan to me is one of the more informative, and it might sometimes come across as seemingly generic.
Yes.
Yet to the micro movement agenda, it is actually much more impactful, kind of like how water is more than we think it is, right? When you do your body system scan and you go then to recommendations, right? When you're looking at what, sometimes those are movements, get out and do yoga, go for a walk, that sort of thing. Yep. And sometimes it's around hydration. Sometimes it's around hydration, but then also balancing with the right nutrients, right? Leafy greens or whatever it might be. And that opens up the great suggestive. Those aren't just, hey, here's just a nice thing to say to you, right? What we're looking at, and in fact, when you look at that, it really is powerful. It's Occam's razor. It's the most simple solutions are usually the right solutions. Drink enough water, get up and move around, eat like vegetables, right? Yeah. These aren't rocket science sort of things. But it's when we step away from those that we actually walk into danger.
Yes.
I mean, even if back on the exclusion zone, it can actually be destroyed. It can deconstruct itself. It's found to deconstruct itself when there is no more energy available to hold it together.
Turning that light off.
Turning the light
From
off,
that
right?
researcher, yeah.
When you've stopped doing the things that you're learning about in your scanner, or the things you already know about that are good, when you stop doing those, you're actually going to put your body in a state where, you think illness has to come along because it's the only thing left to come along, because you aren't giving yourself anything to actually sustain what is a better situation. When you, in fact, the real scary thing is when the exclusion zone starts to break down. If we look back at the effect of water on the body, that breakdown actually releases oxygen, single oxygen atoms. Those free roaming oxygen atoms actually can create oxidation. That is the process of the reactive oxygen species, or what is known as a problem-causing structure for the body, whether it's disease, whether it's inflammation, whatever it might be. If you don't bring light in, if you don't bring water in, if you don't pay attention to the activities that the body system's inviting you to do, then you might be missing an opportunity to maintain a state or improve a state that you're learning about from the scanner.
Yeah.
And it's right there. It's not rocket science. This isn't new stuff, although some of this stuff may be new to a lot of us who, when we came across as far as the intricacy of it. But we do understand that we need light. We do understand that we need water. We do understand that we need to move. And all of those things, like Lauren said to you in the very beginning, the consistency, I think, of those will allow the scanner to be clearer in its education for you. And I believe that over time you'll see an impact on your well-being because of it. If everything is going to be tied, if everything as far as health goes is going to be tied to your hydration levels in the tissue, great place to start. So what do you, drink enough water, what, 10?
Oh, yeah. Was it
the first
10 hours, 8 ounces,
8 ounces
per
a day.
hour?
Yeah. Get your 660 band on, right? Expose yourself to some sunlight along the way. And then get up and force yourself to move.
Yep.
Right? Do some activities every day throughout the day. And that's a formula for actually a much better state.
Yeah.
Right?
Just those 3 simple things. And it goes back to you knowing what you're doing for your body and keeping that consistent. And I just keep thinking, well, I'm going to move a little bit. I'm going to drink. I'm going to eat more. And then knowing that, this exclusionary zone can be created through light, I'm going to go outside and do a walk.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, get outside, get out in the sun. If it's nighttime, get on. So everybody listen, if you're listening to this right now, it's after this ends, go for a walk. Go move around. Go take a bottle of water on your walk.
Yes.
You know, if you're driving in the car, when you park the car in the parking lot, park far away from the building and walk to the building, right?
Great.
Take the stairs, that sort of thing.
Force yourself into environments that nudge you to move.
Yeah, it's so simple, and it seems so obvious on its face. We all know this, but sometimes we all just need the reminder.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And this was a great reminder today.
So I was here at the leadership event, which we've been having a great time, and it's been awesome hanging out with Tammy. And we're talking about hydration.
Yeah.
The importance of hydration.
Have you had your water
I've
today?
tried to drink water. I hope that I've drank enough because I know that it can slow down your cognitive abilities. Mm-hmm. And so maybe if I do a really bad job at this in this video, I know that I didn't drink enough water.
Right.
But we do know that hydration is important for just homeostasis in your cells. Obviously, pretty much every function in your body needs water.
Yep.
And just, a slight decrease can start causing havoc in your body.
It sure
Chronic issues, acute issues. So anyway, I just want to turn the time over to you because you had some awesome things to say about hydration.
All right. I'll be happy to. Well, hello, Solex Nation. I want to talk to you about hydration. You know, we all know that staying hydrated is crucial to our health. It's crucial to our bodies. It's crucial for our cells. But did you know also that it's crucial for our bodies to recognize the frequencies that we're using in the AO scanner? So let's explore the fascinating relationship between hydration, cellular health, and frequency response. So our body, the importance of hydration, water is the elixir of life. So you've got to get your water in every day. Our bodies are composed of about 60% of water, and every single cell depends on an adequate amount of hydration to function optimally. So water enables various vital bodily functions, including nutrient absorption, waste removal, temperature regulation, and joint lubrication. And after yesterday's scavenger hunt, my joints are screaming for water today. That was totally fun, though. Our bodies are also composed of trillions of cells, each performing specialized functions. Water is essential for maintaining cellular integrity, supporting cellular processes. Hydration also allows for efficient transportation of nutrients into the cells and reassuring the proper functioning of various cellular processes such as metabolism and DNA replication. So hydration and cellular. So the communication. Cellular communication is crucial for proper functioning of our body. Adequate hydration facilitates the transmission of signals between cells, allowing them to coordinate their actions and maintain homeostasis. And that's what we're all looking for, is homeostasis, especially when we're using our scanners. Water plays a vital role in maintaining the correct balance of electrolytes. So you want to make sure that you're putting proper minerals back into your water, which are also essential for cellular communication and electrical signaling. The role of water in frequency response. Now I probably got your ear, right? So now let's dive into the intriguing connection between hydration and our body's response to frequencies. Our bodies are energetic, and they're energetic systems that emit and receive frequencies. Frequencies are all around us, remember? Adequate hydration enhances the body's ability to conduct electrical signals, allowing more efficient transmission and reception of the frequencies that we're using in the AO scanner. So when our cells are well hydrated, they can respond better to various frequencies present in our environment, including electromagnetic waves, sound waves, and subtle energy frequencies. And remember, we use subtle energy frequencies in our scanners. So the benefits of hydration for frequency response is improved cognitive function, just like Jake was talking about. Proper hydration helps optimize brain function, enhancing focus, concentration, and mental clarity. So if you've got a little bit of brain fog, get you some water in. This in turn allows for better perception and interpretation of the frequencies, leading to improved cognitive abilities. Enhanced immune response. Hydration supports the production of movement of immune cells, aiding in the body's defense against pathogens. A robust immune system is better equipped to respond to the frequencies as long as we have water in our system. So we get increased energy and vitality. When our cells are well hydrated, they can generate energy more efficiently. This results in increased vitality, allowing us to be more responsive to the frequencies around us, including these. So, in conclusion, hydration is not only essential for our overall health and the function of our body's response to frequencies, but by ensuring that we maintain the proper hydration levels, we support the optimal functioning of our cells, enabling them to communicate effectively and respond better to the frequencies that we encounter. So let's remember to drink plenty of water, stay hydrated, and unlock the true potential of our cellular systems to thrive in a world full of frequencies. But I want to add something. Along with that water and that hydration, as you know, some of our other QLAs have discussed, one of the things that I do to help the absorption of that water is I have a water playlist. And in my water playlist, I've put energetic clearing, love, forgiveness and gratitude, prosperity, successful, stress-free, immune support, focus, determination. I've even added Nat Myrrh. Now, there are four or five other homeopathic remedies that actually help with the absorption of water and electrolyte balance that you can also rely on. And the other remedies are Kalium phosphoricum, Natrum phosphoricum, Magnesium phosphoricum, and Calcarea phosphoricum. So if Nat Myrrh does not help you, you could use one of the other 5 remedies in this playlist. And surely they'll probably publish that playlist. But another thing that I do for my water that has made a huge impact is see how beautiful it is out here in the sunshine? Mm-hmm. I always fill a 3-gallon glass jug that I also have words of affirmation that are, it's vinyl stickers, and they're actually, what is that? Holographic. Okay. So the holographic stickers of the words hold the frequencies. So then I take my playlist and I imprint my water. And then, of course, those holographic stickers are memorizing those frequencies too. But then I sit my water out in the sunshine for at least 2 hours every day. And solar cured water is amazing for your cells because you're getting the energy from this beautiful creative, this sun that we have, and it helps to make our bodies produce vitamin D better. So people, drink your water, do your scanning, and then you'll see that the frequencies will start affecting you more deeper. So that's
Thanks,
it.
Tammy.
You're
wow,
welcome.
That's amazing.
You're welcome.
That's incredible.
Kai, this was a really insightful one today, and one that everybody needed to know about how important it is to hydrate.
Yeah, it's fascinating that water seems such a basic subject, right? Hydration seems just kind of, everybody can talk about it. Everybody does talk about it. There's so many products around it. But like even all the scientists that work on it, they agree that we don't know very much about water in and of itself.
And it's such a fascinating topic because there's so many levels to this.
Yeah.
And the thing is we take it for granted and we don't realize how important it is and how much damage we're doing to our long-term health by not being hydrated.
By not being hydrated. It's so true. Well, along those lines, we have some products that work with water.
They do.
Right?
Really well.
So it's giveaway time, right? We have not just our shaker cup, but what's this infused with?
Cybin shaker ball.
Cybin and negative ions, how that actually can impact the energy.
It supercharges your water.
Supercharges the water. That's
really
a great way to put it. So tell us in the comments, what's something you learned? What's something you remembered? What's something that you've implemented before, but you need to implement again about hydrating your water, whether it's implementing food sources or committing to goals, right? So many ounces, things like that. What is that? Put it in the comments. We'll read it next week. And we're going to give away 3 of these, the set, right? The Cybin ball shaker with the cup next week.
See you then.
I don't know what's next. Take it.
Yes! Just because I spent some time thinking about this, with the whole, what's his name? Paul Revere? Is it Paul Revere?
Sure. Perfect. How do we recover from that? Why you gotta go and do that?
I don't know what you were gonna do. I was waiting for you to say something.
Well, that is.
Yeah, who keeps screwing up?
Well, thank you for all those suggestions. Was it back?
I don't know.
I am looking forward to enrolling several QLAs and helping them get started helping others. That is a great goal to have, and we love to hear that. Thank you to all of you who submitted your suggestions or what you're going to do, your goals. And to those of you that won, thank you to all of you who sent in your comments, who
Where was I going with that?